Hi, welcome to Wednesdays with Barbie. My name is Eric Houston. I'll be your host as we have a little conversation here with Barbie. Barbie, how are you?
Well, I'm okay today. It's Friday.
It is Friday. It is. Do you have exciting weekend plans, Barbie?
Yes, we're going out of town further south, about 70 miles, and to have a family get together. So we're looking forward to that because it's always fun to see family. So we're having our little potluck get together that's always lots of food and good times. And Sunday afternoon, I'm supposed to go to a lady's 90th birthday from the building where we live at and go to her little celebration. So, and I'm with wrapping gifts and things for the next weekend.
Two
So,
questions.
it'll be busy.
I'm sure. What are you making for the potluck?
Oh, that's a simple one. Because we're further away, she let me bring real simple stuff. So, to bring a dozen homemade cookies, so we've got that ready. And then just bring in the bag of coleslaw because she's got the mixture to go in it. So I'm happy with that.
Sounds good. And what are you getting the lady for her 90th birthday?
Probably just giving cards.
Okay.
Because we just got through celebrating a real nice 100th birthday
Oh,
for another lady in the building. Now that's really dating them, you know, and she did real well. She's in a wheelchair, but she did real well and went through the party fine. And everyone just gave her cards. Because what do you need when you've hit 100?
clapper.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Barbie, there are probably a lot of viewers who haven't met you before.
Oh, yes, I'm sure.
So, why don't you what is your job here at North Metro TV so the people at home know?
Oh, okay. I'm considered a receptionist. And I greet and meet the people that come in and those that maybe don't have appointments or want to see somebody. I also answer the telephone when it rings. Our biggest amount of the rings are usually for Comcast customers. Then I have to give them the Comcast telephone number. And other than that, then being cheerful and going around and bugging everybody a little bit.
Who's your favorite person to bug?
Eric.
Me?
Sure. No, Danica and Ben. Right off the bat, boy, they really kind of tickled my funny bone, I guess.
So, do you like working here, Barbie?
Oh, I wouldn't still be here if I didn't. It's
Oh,
been
well.
14 months, so I guess I do.
What's your favorite thing about working here?
Well, first off, I guess I like the hours because I can sleep in the morning. I'm not a very good morning person. And my favorite thing, I think, is the people. They're just so interesting. They're so fun. And for the age category, and of course, I could be majority of them their grandparents or their parent, but they're just a fun, good bunch to work with. I've worked in so many different areas, and I would have to say it's the most relaxing, fun atmosphere. I feel like half the time I'm still at home. I probably act like it too.
Now, what are some other jobs you have had in the past, Barbie?
Oh my gosh. Well, the one highlight thing is that back in 75,
1975?
1975, we moved over into the Ham Lake area from over in Circle Pines. We bought our first bigger home, and the girls had been enrolled in Johnsfield School here and over at Roosevelt. And at that time, that summer, my husband was quite ill, so I needed to try and find some work that would be summertime work. I hadn't been working, excuse me, too much full-time, but I got hired by Cocky's Bus Garage. I have to say they were very desperate because I'm quite under 5 feet, so they modified my bus, and back then I drove a double-clutch 5-gear bus and had the capacity of about 72 passengers. You take 72 passengers of anywhere from kindergarten on up to the senior high, you've got a bundle of work. And there was lots of excitement, a lot of different things that took place in that one year. Then my other jobs, I've done a lot of contract work. I worked for the U of M one time on the Pioneer research project, and that was very interesting and a lot of fun. The thing I liked about all the different jobs I've had, some people say, oh my gosh, how can you do that? Do so many different things that are, why wouldn't you want to stay in one job for 25 years, 30 years? I was never that kind of a person, and I just enjoyed meeting so many different people. So in working in secretarial areas for like Honeywell and Medtronics and different ones, I don't know, it's kind of a thing like they give me here is a red carpet treatment. They just are really good to you.
Well, let's go back to the bus.
Okay,
What was
the bus.
the craziest thing that ever happened on the bus?
Well, you know, I don't know. I guess the kids do it a little bit nowadays, but back then, you know, that's quite a few years ago. Of course, that dates me, but well, in the winter, what the kids would do is like to take my garbage can that was right by the front area of the door and all my controls and stuff, and would grab the garbage can and go get it full of snow so they could make snowballs.
In the bus?
In the bus. Now, you know, I think nowadays, I think they really need to have an extra supervisor or counselor or something be with the kids, because it's pretty hard and difficult to be driving a school bus and controlling all these kids' mannerism and everything else. But they would throw snowballs, take off their tennis shoes, and throw stuff around. And I mean, it's just bizarre. And then they're mooning. That was crazy. You know, I mean,
mooning?
The mooning, they put the butt out the window, you know. And this was kids, that's awful to say, but it was kids from Roosevelt. I didn't have that with the Blaine Senior High.
It was the Roosevelt kids that took their pants off?
Oh, yes. They were known for some pretty rough characters back then. And, but my director of, our safety director with the bus company over there always said, if you can't control those kids at a problem, you bring them right back to the bus garage. Well, I warned the kids, and I did it. I took them back, and every one of them had to find their own way home, call their parents, and, you know, be a little humiliated, whatever. And then one time, a kid came up on the side of me, and I had all my instrument controls over here. And he was really a tall kid, just about twice my height. And I went and I took a hold of him afterwards. But he went and he took all my controls and, you know, it'd be just like these buttons back over here, you know, all your drawbars and stuff, and just wanted to pull a real crazy prank. Well, it could have been very disastrous, but then, of course, I put the emergency on right away, and then I stood up to him and looked at him, and I just said, Bruce? And he probably
You remember his name?
Oh, yes. I wish I knew his last name, but I know he lived up closer to the Forest Lake area. And, oh, you know, these kids, they weren't afraid of you for anything. So
But you
I
looked him in
just
the
said-
eye.
I looked him in the eye, and I just said, "Girl, if I could, I'd like to just shaken the little devil out of him." But they were taken back to the garage for their misbehavior. And I believed in that a lot. You just ask my kids. They tried a lot of pranks on me.
What's a memorable prank that your kids pulled on you, Barbie?
Oh, well, the other day they were talking about some crazy things. And, you know, these kids, they get into the peer pressure and that, and they want to start smoking or something. So when I come into the house, they were smoking, and I thought, my gosh. And so what do? They take their ashtray and stick it underneath the hide-a-bed. Of all places, you know, pretty soon we'll have our whole house burned down. Or other things, they'd say, Mom, you're so tired this morning. Where's the money for our school? So they'd say, well, it's in there. Just get some change out of the billfold. Oh, boy, he emptied me out.
We've talked, you and I, about jobs that you've had in the past before. Tell me, please, about Barbies Dolls.
Oh, Barbies Dolls. Oh, yes. Now, I don't remember for sure if it was called Barbie Dolls or I think it was Barbie Dolls.
Okay.
And I had to be sure that it was, you know, what do they call it, okay to go with that name. And that was back in, here we go again, dates. But anyhow.
It was a couple of years ago.
A couple of decades ago.
Okay.
And my kids were quite young. And I went into working in the office originally at Tupperware Company over in Arden Hills. And I liked working in the company in the office okay, but then pretty soon, man, all those general meetings they had in the auditorium and all the excitement and the fun and everything, I pretty soon got into the sales end of it. And within about 3-4 months, I had a team put together, and we named my group the Barbie Dolls. And if you ever go to Florida at Kissimmee, my name of our group is in there, the Barbies Dolls, and there's a big rose garden that's in there, and the chain links have got my name on it with all my girls. And I thought that was pretty something that after all these years, I was still there.
Who else was in the Barbie dolls?
Who else was
Yeah.
in the Barbie Dolls?
Yes. Skipper?
Skipper. I don't even remember all their names.
Did you guys ever get up to hijinks?
To what?
Hijinks. Shenanigans.
Oh, yes, we did lots of crazy things. Like when we went to, oh, mercy, making me go back to the past. On our way, we were going to take a trip to a big seminar down in Ogden, Utah.
A Tupperware seminar?
Yes, a big Tupperware seminar. And I mean, it was going to be mostly all women. I tell you, we had so much fun, but the traveling was the funniest part because we got down as far as Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We were stopping at a state park. Well, we took this big station wagon and all of our gear, and we were going to be the great campers. So we had our tent and everything, settled up down there, and there was a big, bad storm that came that night. And wouldn't you know it, that our tent fell down to pieces. And then there was a little Boy Scout group around us, and they were telling us about stories of bears around this area. Bears? I mean, we better get out of here. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. We rolled up everything sopping wet and got the heck out of there. And then from there, we were at a place.
Did you see a bear?
No, never did see a bear.
That's a shame.
And then we got further into, I can't think of the name of it. Some other city. I think it was in not Oklahoma. We went through Nebraska, and that was real boring. And some other city that was quite interesting. And we pulled a crazy one on them too. That we went into a motel and we said we really needed a room. And then it was so dusty, we ended up finding our way out of there and said that we just can't hack this because we can't breathe all that dust and everything. So we told them, and all this was just put on. But then I said, no, I'm the one that's sick. I'm got the asthma, so you let us get out of here. So we said, don't worry about our money, just let us get out of here. That was in Lusk, Wyoming. Quite a town, because that was during 4th of July weekend, and that was their time of the big shootout. I mean, real cowboy type shootout. When you hear the
Like
guns
in the
going.
streets?
Yeah, they just, that's their big traditional thing, was that they do a lot of shooting. So we said, boy, we got to get out of here.
Did you see anybody get shot?
No, but we were afraid we might.
Fair enough. Now, Barbie, it's the holidays.
Oh, yes, right
We're
now
coming
it's
up on Christmas. First, tell me about this picturesque vest that you're wearing.
Oh, my. Well, first off, this
Yes.
morning, Eric, he just teased me about it, but
What did I do?
one of my buttons was going to fall off. I thought, I'm not sure where I would have put the other extra one. When a lot of times you have something nice, you get an extra button. Well, I could have lost it, so I went and hurried and found my thread and needle and brought it to work. Says, I'm going to sew my button on. But anyhow, that's the story about my vest. But I am a cardinal lover, and so I've got to have the red.
So you've got cardinals on there.
Yes, I got lots of cardinals on there.
Do you wear
Even
that
in
any
the
other time of the year or just at Christmas?
Oh, no, really, it's to me, it's mostly Christmassy, but I could maybe in January. If I wanted to, I could turn them into hearts or something, wear them Valentine's February. He might find me coming to work with that on in February.
Now, what is your favorite thing about Christmas, Barbie?
Oh, gosh. Oh, mercy. Favorite thing about Christmas? Well, it goes way back. I'm from a large family. I had 10 brothers and sisters older than me. So we always had lots and lots of excitement. I had a lot of nieces and nephews that were some right my own same age. And so we were all used to lots and lots of gifts all over the Christmas. I mean, they took the whole living room up. And but the fun of not just the giving, but the loving, And Christmas is such a joyful time, but I think it should be a time that not just at the season now, but that it's carried on throughout the whole year, and that we show love and kindness and giving from our heart.
That's very nice sentiment, Barbie.
Thank you.
Thank you. What are you going to do for Christmas this year?
Well, let me see. Christmas Eve, day. Well, to make the celebration good, our great-grandkids are going to watch a real good show that Eric is going to be putting on for the Christmas Santa Claus holiday. And then on Christmas Eve, we're going to be going to see my daughter and her two of the great-grandchildren over in Coon Rapids and visit with them for a little while and give them their presents. And then on Christmas Eve, we'll probably go to a church service, maybe the one at around 4 or 5 o'clock or something. And then Christmas Day, we're going up to my daughter's new home that they just purchased over Thanksgiving weekend. And they're having us all there. There'll probably be about 20 of us at least. And then we're going there for the dinner on Christmas Day. So that'll be nice and close. And
Are there any traditions that your family has that you're going to be observing?
well, no, like the one where we're going to tomorrow, pretty much what we bring for the potlucks has been mostly because we're Scandinavian. We like the hot dish type stuff, you know. Boy, we gotta have that spaghetti stuff and all that different things, and we're gonna have some of the
Spaghetti
meatballs.
stuff?
Spaghetti things, you know, like a goulash
Okay.
type of a
Is
spaghetti meal.
spaghetti is very popular
Yeah.
for Norwegians?
Oh yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Yeah, even if
Okay.
it is, I tell you.
Just asking.
Okay, so then what are our traditions? I think most of us, we enjoy going to our separate church services or wherever we go, and getting together with friends and relatives. And
What is the strangest thing that ever happened to you at Christmas? Did you ever get like a weird present? Anything unusual happen?
Cheapers. That's a tough one. If you said it was my birthday, I could say it a little easier. My birthday's just a month before.
Well, what's
Okay,
coming
the
to mind on your
strangest
birthday?
thing happened there
Yes.
was
Yes.
we were living a little ways north, and we were going to be packing up to go and go to my daughter's house. And I thought, well, we were going to go there I knew it was around my birthday time, but I didn't know what was going on. So my whole family got together at my daughter's place and her husband, and this was celebrating my 50th birthday, but I didn't know that. It was supposed to be a surprise. So when we came down to her place, I thought, gee, it was awful strange why we didn't, if we're going to this party or something, what's all going on? And so when I came in, of course, and I've got a movie of that. It's my brother-in-law. It's quite a movie taker, and so it was a big surprise. And that was the first time I had a real big surprise party, and all the little grandchildren at that time around, and all the brothers and sisters. So that was a fun time.
Did you scream?
I think I might have screamed a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
I do a little bit of that.
Barbie, what do you want for Christmas?
Oh, gee. You know, I'd rather give than get.
Yeah, I forget that.
But you asked me what do
I want to know what you want. Do you want a monkey?
Oh, no, monkeys are too... A real one?
Yeah.
Oh, no, they make too much mess. They're a big bother.
Okay.
Maybe a little tiny furry
A little monkey?
pretend one.
A pretend monkey?
I mean, yeah, I don't want nothing real.
Okay.
I mean, if I can get something real, I want a real diamond, or I have a real pretty necklace I'd like to have. I can't think
Is
of
it
the
that
name of
Jane
it.
Seymour one?
I don't know what it is, but it's the one that's got, it's kind of like a S curve or something. It's got all pretty little stones all the way down, and it's really cute. Or
Okay.
I'd like some real nice soft perfume.
Soft perfume?
Yeah, a soft perfume. It feels soft, yeah. No,
Okay.
soft in smell.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean, soft. I have to have something that's rather light.
You don't
So-
like a real
and, well,
heavy
see,
perfume?
No, I don't like the heavy ones. And you know, I found out one thing, that if you're picking up perfumes for somebody, look at their hair color and the texture of their skin. If they're light complected or whatever, you want to make sure it's the light colored perfume, not the real dark stuff, because that's too heavy. So I like this. One of my favorite ones was Titian, and they don't make it anymore. And, I can still smell it. It's just
It
beautiful.
was pretty good. Do you like the Liz Taylor fragrances?
I don't go around spraying a lot of them because I get too confused. There are too many of them.
What perfume would you recommend for someone with my hair color and complexion?
Oh, brother, I haven't even looked at the men's.
Okay, well let's.
Line. Okay,
how
probably.
How about Danica? We both know Danica.
Oh, yeah.
She's the host of our news show, right? What kind of perfume would you recommend for Danica?
For Danica? Oh my gosh, you really get me on the spot because I don't know the names of them.
Well, like, what would you?
Well, I would probably pick her out some kind of a Calvin Klein or
A Calvin Klein?
That's probably a man's. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, let's.
I'd have to ask her.
Well, that might be a good Christmas present.
Oh, no, I can't afford it.
Okay. Now, Christmas is coming up, but then we have New Year's.
Oh, yeah, well, I fall asleep before 12 o'clock.
Fall-
But then I make sure the alarm is set so I can get back on, watch TV, watch the big ball from New York.
So,
So if I go to sleep before, I got to get up.
so on New Year's Eve,
It's very quiet.
you fall asleep,
I probably do.
and then you set the alarm.
Yep, so I
What
can
time do
get
you
the,
set the alarm for?
Well, by at least 11:30 so that I can get a cup of coffee or some hot chocolate and sit by the TV.
And watch the ball drop?
Well, see, it's terrible because I'm not a late night person. I love to.
But you're not a morning person either.
No, I'm not, so I don't know which way I sleep.
So
I
you're
get
good
the
for
best sleep about 3 hours in the middle of the night. I like to. I'm really pretty tired about 9:30 when I go to bed.
Okay.
But then sometimes I'm wide awake at about 11 and I think, my gosh, where's the night going? I should have done something with it.
You should go to a club,
Oh, no. What kind of club do you suggest?
like a dance club.
Dance club?
Yeah.
Me in a dance club? Yeah, like you and I dancing.
We'll go together.
Oh, sure. What would Marla say?
We'll go to Spin.
What's that?
It's a dance club.
Will they do a bunch of spinning?
Probably. Probably. What, Barbie, do you have a New Year's resolution?
Oh, yeah, I think so. What is it?
Yes.
Oh, do I have one? Oh, boy. Well, it's probably the same one I've had for the last 20, 30 years.
Okay.
Oh, I could stand to lose some more weight.
Oh, pish posh.
And I want to get to be better health. So
Okay.
I'm trying to take care of myself. And I want to stay here at North Metro as long as they'll keep me.
That's a good resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned your health, and I understand that you have a show and tell for us today. I don't want to forget about it.
Oh, show and tell. But you're
Did
gonna
you
have
drop
to get
it?
I dropped it there.
You dropped it. Okay.
Eric, you're
if
gonna have
if
to
we
get
can, if Jennifer, our floor director, can come over here, please. I think she'll be able to get it for us. But why don't you set it up for us? So what are we talking
Well,
about?
what we're going to be talking about is that because of my foot, well, you don't have to take a picture of that, but I still have.
Thank you,
Thank
Jennifer.
you. I have a little brace foot thing on my foot for the first week in November. I had a little toe surgery, and for about the past 6 months, I've been telling my foot doctor, I says, I wish you could cut that dumb toe off. Well, no. I thought maybe he really would. He said, we're going to do some toe surgery. And I thought, oh, come on. So I went in for it, and I had the toe surgery. What it was is that between the little toe and the next toe, which of course your little toe, I had a spur in there, and that's like a terrible dagger. But it kept, giving me an awful lot of pain until I even woke up at night. I mean, and I'm usually can bear quite a bit of pain, I think. Well, anyhow, so the doctor, we did that, and we were over here at this new Blaine Medical Clinic. They have a floor up there that is all surgery. Very interesting, very, very nice place. I've had surgeries in Mercy or been in the hospital there. But he did that surgery, and I was in and out of there. I missed only one day of work on that next Monday. And so then I went back in within 2 weeks, and then he had put a pin in my foot, but I didn't know anything much about it. I just took the pain pills he said I should have, and then I quit taking them.
Why did they put a pin in your foot?
They put a pin in there, I guess it's to keep the toe straight while it's healing.
And this is not your pinky toe.
Yeah, this
But the
is
one
my
next to it.
pinky. No, this
Oh,
was
this
the
is the
little
pinky toe.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one that you can wiggle good down. Well, anyhow, it's looks like about half my finger. Well, I got to show you this. This is the interesting part. I got something else.
Oh, okay.
This little thing, and of course I was all bandaged up. This was outside of my bandage at the toe, but then I guess that was to be able to have some kind of hook to hang onto this. Might show up better on there.
Well, here, why don't
That's
we?
the red. But this thing is about 2.5 inches long, and I said, how in the world did you have that all the way up my little toe? No wonder it hurt. Well, when he took it out, it felt like pulling a tooth. And I said,
Can I
did
see
you
that,
really
Barbie?
have that in my toe? He said, yeah, right through the bone.
And maybe we can get a close-up on my camera of it here while you're telling us about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but
Yeah,
anyway,
sure.
so it
And
was in
then-
your toe.
So my doctor I've had him for a few years. He's very, very nice. He's out of, I think it's over there by the Mercy Hospital, Coon Rapids. It's a family footing doctor, and it was Dr. Reese. In fact, Dr. Reese, I have to say thank you to you if you ever watch the show, that I'm thanking him for me getting on the show because he kept telling me, oh, yeah, do it. And then, of course, Devery's been after me for the whole past year. And then my nephew, Gary Swaby, he'd been after me saying, oh, you can do it. You know, I said, oh, yeah, sure, come on now.
So your
anyhow, so
doctor-
now the
yeah.
doctor did that.
Yeah.
And I'm still doctoring so we could find out when I can get back to normal shoes.
But this whole pin,
That whole pin was up
this
the
has got to
bone.
be 3 inches long.
Almost.
This was in your pinky toe.
And my pinky toe.
That
The
is-
one I
that
asked
is
him to
nuts.
cut off, but he wouldn't do it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold your horses. You asked him to cut off your pinky toe?
Well, yeah, I said, well, what the heck? What good is it when you take the pain away?
What good is it? I love that's the one that goes wee, wee, wee.
Oh, that's the wee, wee, wee.
It goes wee, wee, wee all the way home, Barbie.
The little pinky toe?
Yes. It's your
Well,
little
that's
piggy.
a new one. I never heard that
Wait, you've
story.
never- This
Well,
little
not about
piggy-
the toe. Oh, yeah, the little piggies.
Well, your
Yeah,
toes
yeah.
are your piggies.
Piggy, piggy, when you to home, and then went wee, wee, wee all the way home. Okay.
That's right.
That's back quite a while ago.
Well, I'm sorry. So
You and your story.
I'm sorry. So you just mentioned, so your doctor encouraged you to do this show.
Yes.
Your nephew
And my nephew. And Devery.
and Devery. Let's never forget Devery.
Oh, no, I couldn't forget Devery.
No.
He's after me all the time.
I've been after you.
And so probably Derek and Ben. Oh, yeah.
So how are you feeling now that we're doing
Well,
it?
when I finally told my husband, he thought I was crazy because he's just, oh, brother. And my kids, I mean, they probably would just as well not see it because one that I came in here last year when they had their big open house, and I asked, I said, you know, I'm being a little brave, but can I just sample what it would be like to do city scoop over there, the horse realm, and just play? You know, well, that's what I want to do, just play at it. Okay, I did. We had a lot of fun. Devery and I think it was Jake, and just a fun thing.
And so now we're doing this show.
Yeah, but
So
this is-
what is it that you want this show to do? Like if you have,
Well, if I could be a comedian and learn how to be a comedian, I'd like it to be light and refreshing, give people hope, and a thing that get us away from all of the garbage news and TV and whatever we've got, and we don't have to watch it all the time or watch so much stuff, and just be ourselves. you know?
Yep, I think that's a good thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing this with me today, Barbie.
You're so welcome.
Well, thank you. We're just about out of time.
Oh, really?
Really, it's been almost a half an hour.
Honest?
Honest.
Can I check my watch?
You can check your watch.
It really is.
I
can't
know.
believe it went that fast.
I know, but so we'll be back.
Well, you know what? I got
Yes.
one thing to say.
Yes.
Because this will be before Christmas. So
Yes.
everybody, whoever sees this,
Yes.
merriest of Christmases, and may you have a very blessed New Year 2011. Bye.